Hello, people of Earth and beyond. Welcome back to the VHS podcast. I am, for some reason, today's host, 6 foot, and I'm joined, of course, by Heroicus and Venom.
Hello.
What do you mean for some reason? Like it's your turn.
It's just like it feels like it was already my turn. That's what.
Well, yeah, because it was like probably a few days ago or something.
So aside from not many, like having many ideas of my own, I figured with the holidays coming up in just a few months, or even less, to some people, I figure why not have a discussion on desserts? You know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, especially Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever else you celebrate. You know, it's pretty
Right.
common to have like desserts and shit.
Mm.
So let's
I'm not.
dive into this, shall we?
All
I'm
right.
not. I'm not sure about Halloween desserts. I can't imagine there's anything really besides candy.
Yeah.
But as far as like Thanksgiving is like usually you have like a lot of pie. There's apple pie,
hmm I mean, it's
blueberry
like
pie. What?
yeah. I think I was gonna say I think like apple pies are like especially like a staple for the fall season.
Yeah.
For
Uh,
Thanksgiving, my dad would make cheesecake with graham cracker crust.
Ah,
Oh,
oh.
oh, it was so fucking good. I need to get that recipe and make it sometime because cheesecake in general is
I fucking
fantastic.
I fucking love cheesecake.
Have you guys heard of the Cheesecake Factory? Is that a thing around you guys?
Yeah.
I've heard of
Uh,
it. I haven't been to it though.
I
To
had I went there. I had a chocolate raspberry cheesecake. Oh, good
That's
shit.
the beer I'm enjoying right now. It's not cheesecake, it's chocolate raspberry. And it's not
sounds
very
like a
good.
sounds like a strange combination, chocolate and raspberry.
I actually did have I mean this is a dessert beer, so I guess it technically counts. A few like what was it? A little earlier this summer, this brewery near me had like a raspberry cheesecake like stout that was available, and it was like holy shit, it was like it was well, it was it's one of those things where it's like it's amazing, but like the more you sip, it like gets worse and worse. I guess you can taste more of the alcohol, but like they fucking nailed the raspberry cheesecake flavor of it.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just cheesecake is just amazing in general.
Oh,
It really is.
definitely.
Like near my
Um,
well, where I used to work at least, there was it was at a mall, so there was a cheesecake factory, of course, in like the outdoor part of the mall. And well, we had this we just had the work horror stories episode, so I mean it's less of a horror story for me, but it's like there was this dude that I guess he liked my shift lead, like he was like some single lonely guy or something. I guess he was trying to be nice by like getting her cheesecake slices from the cheesecake factory. Like he would come by, he would give it to her, and she's like all concerned, like, what if he poisoned it or something? But instead of throwing it away, she's like, asking the kitchen staff, like, does anybody want this?
oh,
Oh,
poor guy. Poor guy.
And women, not anyway, doesn't matter.
you heard it here, folks. 6 foot hates women.
No, I didn't fucking offer the cheesecake to them. I was like, I don't even know, but anyway.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
uh,
honestly, in terms of like I meant the chocolate and raspberry, that just sounds like a strange combination. But separately, definitely good because when I first started my work, I discovered well one night like I went out to like get something to eat on my break, and there was nothing. There was like whole chickens, but I'm like I'm not gonna buy that and then eat like a third of it at best. and I just looked around and I just happened to see like little packs of these 2 little cheesecake slices for like $1.99 or something. I'm like, yeah, why not? And like they're actually decent. They had like plain, which is good. Then they had one that's like raspberry like drizzle on top of it. And
Nice.
then the other one was just like it's like a chocolate topping on it. And the chocolate one wasn't so much good. I think it might be better if it was like mixed into it and like the whole thing was chocolate.
Mm.
But yeah, I like the other two better. But even though that's like bottom of the barrel cheesecake, if you're getting it like there, and it was still pretty fucking good.
At you said the grocery store or
Yeah, it was just like there's a section where we have like a what's called a hot plate, and it's got like all the you
okay.
know they got chicken and they got little meals and shit. Like you can get little things of mac and cheese or
Mm.
potatoes, which they suck, by the way. I tried the mac and cheese once; it was horrible. It's just like so flavorless, and it looks like there's cheese there, but like I don't taste any cheese. It just tastes empty somehow. It's
So it's
terrible.
like Kraft.
No, it doesn't. Kraft tastes fine. This just had nothing to it.
You know what mac and cheese doesn't taste good? Velveeta.
Fuck you! Fuck! I knew you were gonna say that. You fuck bitch.
Eat
I was
shit.
setting that up.
You
I was setting that up, so I'm so glad that you took the bait.
fuck you. Fucking
Oh.
cunt.
Well, that can be a future episode.
Oh yes, where it's just me and Heroicus going back and forth about Kraft and Velveeta, the great
The
macaroni
great
debate.
boxed macaroni. That's actually an idea I wrote. Boxed mac
Well-
and cheese. So stay tuned for that, fuckers.
I don't think I made that was your idea.
No, I said that was my idea.
Oh, I thought you said that was mine. Whatever.
But yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so across from this, there's a whole case. It's got like the cold stuff, so it's got like salads and cold soups, and then there just happens to be cheesecake slices. And like, yeah, they are cheap, but like they're pretty decent for being that cheap. So not bad, but like, yeah, I need to get something from the Cheesecake Factory if I can. I'm pretty sure there's one close by, and like it's probably expensive, but like cheesecake usually is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing with the
But
cheese. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
but yeah, I'm like, it's fucking good. So small price to pay for salvation.
Yeah, the only bad thing really with Cheesecake Factory, other than I guess, well, I mean, it is expensive no matter what you get. But the thing is, yeah, if you've ever been there, you know that they give you like outrageously large portions.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't have a problem with that. Give me some fucking cheesecake.
Hell
well,
yeah.
I'm talking about like not just their desserts, like their cheesecakes, but their food as well. Like,
They have
like
food.
yeah, it's not
Like,
just
what's that?
cheese. Like you could literally sit there with your family and have a nice dinner, and then have cheesecake for dessert.
Okay, that sounds good. I need to check this out. I
But
thought
it's
like I could. I thought I would just order one. Like, do they deliver them to your? Well, not like if you're ordering a pizza and have it delivered, but I mean like, can I order a cheesecake to be delivered through the mail? Or is that I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
That
not
would-
through the
that'd be
mail,
cool.
but I mean, you could like DoorDash it or some shit. Probably, I don't know. Fuck
Oh,
DoorDash though.
oh well.
You don't like DoorDash?
Eh,
Sick?
not a fan, to be honest,
How come?
because I don't like their advertisements, and I have to like I work at a restaurant, so I deal with them all the time. So they're just a fucking pain in the ass having to deal with them.
Wait, are they the ones that made that like animated commercial that just got memed to death for like 2 weeks?
That
I
wasn't
think that
Taco
was
Bell, was it?
Grubhub. No, I thought that was
Oh yeah,
Grubhub.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Grubhub. Yeah, that's Grubhub.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a travesty of advertising.
They knew what they were doing though. I think they knew it was bad, so they just basically embraced it. and it
Yeah.
fucking worked. They got it, all the outrage, if you will. Essentially, they're doing the advertising for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the memes just probably, propelled it further. But anyway, we're getting off topic.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you can get desserts Grubhubbed or DoorDashed to you, sadly. But anyway, yeah. So I guess so let's see, cheesecake. So I guess so I know for my birthday in the past, what I've done, I mean, for the past like 2 or 3 years, I told my parents like whenever it's my birthday, it's like, don't get me a cake. I don't want a cake.
Hmm.
But either I end up caving or they just kind of get one anyway because it's like, well, we want one, but
It's your birthday. What the
I don't
fuck?
want it. I don't want cake. I just want to go out to dinner. But
No, no,
anyway.
no, no, no. No, I mean is like they get a cake because they want one, but like it's your
Oh,
birthday.
that's
It's like
apparently my
I
opinion doesn't matter to them.
when I was younger, like every kid, I had cake, but I would always like. It's not that I would eat a lot of it. It's just whenever I have cake, there's always like this weird feeling afterwards
Mhm.
I don't like it, so I don't have cake too much.
Yeah, no cake.
Um,
I don't like cake. At least
The
like the cheap
yeah,
store-bought one.
the cake frosting bothers me.
It
Honestly.
yeah,
yeah.
I think it's something in that. But if I get like cake mix and frosting and make my own, like it's not so bad because I guess
Hmm.
Yeah.
you're making it, basically as fresh as you can, so it comes out fine.
I mean, something
But
about just pre-made store-bought cakes. Something about them is just like I don't know if fake is the right word, but it just tastes
Insincere.
something like that.
yeah, it might just be like, yeah, if you don't get it like 100% fresh, or if it's a place that just doesn't make good cakes.
Yeah,
I
it's
got a,
probably
I,
just they just use the they probably use this bad
yeah,
stuff when they make it. Anyway.
I,
yeah, I got picked up a cake from my work before, and it was actually pretty good. They do a good job in the bakery.
Hmm,
Um, but usually, what I have on my birthday is I request a blueberry pie, and that's been what I've been having for years: blueberry pie and like some vanilla ice cream. And
hmm,
I'm weird on this aspect. I don't like my pie hot. I want it,
hmm.
cold. Like
Interesting.
put it in the fridge, let it cool down, and have ice cream with it. I don't mind it hot, but I just prefer like my desserts cold for the most part.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
so it's like for my birthday, I guess back to it for a bit. It's like, but if I do want cake, what I usually like is, I don't know if you guys have this near you, Carvel. Like,
I've not heard of it.
so it's at least here, I think it's like at if you go to like any Baskin Robbins, they sell like Carvel cakes, and
Carvel cake.
yeah, so well, it's ice cream cakes, so
Oh, okay. I've had ice cream cake before.
yeah, so that's what I've liked in the past. Like, yeah, with cakes, I like. I mean, I really like whipped cream. So if there's like whipped cream frosting or whatever it's called,
Hmm.
buttercream or some, I don't know what it would be, but that's the shit I like. But even then,
Yeah.
I'm not big into frosting at all. Like too much of
Speaking
it, it's just I get sick. Yeah, you're gonna say something?
speaking of frosting, I sorry if I hijacked this. But I just remembered a story. I just had some fucking flashbacks. As a kid, I had this friend who liked cake frosting for some god-forsaken reason. So for their birthday, they had like 3 layers of ice cream. I mean, of fucking cake frosting on their cake. And I was there. I was invited to the party, and I ate like 2 pieces, and I got so sick from all of that frosting. To
I
this
bet.
day, when I have cake frosting,
ugh.
I just cringe. I just don't like the taste of cake frosting. That's why I go for like a ice cream cake like you do, because the thing is, it's like that way. It's like it, good.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but yeah,
Just
it's
ugh.
I guess like whenever this was first brought up, like me and Hirogus were talking about like a long time ago, like pies versus cakes. I guess never really thought about it that much, but I think I have to agree. Like, I think in general, I tend to like pies more than I like cakes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I have to say, as cheesy as it may sound, I actually got more into pies after I started watching Supernatural, and the character of Dean Winchester is like absolutely loves pies, and I just like, hmm, like I want a pie, and like I had a blueberry pie, and that's pretty much where that started. But also
Ooh.
like I like apple pie, obviously blueberry, strawberry rhubarb, which my mom like makes like one or two of those a year. Those are fucking great.
What is strawberry? You said rhubarb or rhubarb?
Rhubarb. So it's you get strawberries and you get rhubarb and they get cut up and they get put into it and it just tastes really good.
Oh, I don't know what rhubarb is, so I guess that's where my confusion
Imagine
is.
imagine not knowing what rhubarb is in 2021.
Oh, go piss in your own asshole.
I will later.
Do it on stream, please.
That'll be some bonus content for you fuckers.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what you think. Check out the Pornhub channel.
But yeah, I guess like still on the subject of pies and holidays and shit. So I think so. Obviously, every year we have Thanksgiving dinner, whether it's like just us or we have some amount of family over. No matter what it is that we do, we well, I think if it weren't for me, we wouldn't really care to even do pumpkin pie. But like, I'm always the one weirdo that's like, I want a pumpkin pie because it's
Pumpkin pie is good.
It is.
and I think especially so. I think it was last year. Yeah, last Thanksgiving, it was like I wanted to do something a bit different because I think I had been watching it like a shit ton of binging with Babish. Venom, you know who that is.
Yeah, of course.
Like that's around the time I started really watching his stuff, and I guess that inspired me to like instead of just buying a store bought, excuse me, store bought pumpkin pie, I was like I wanted to make one sort of from scratch.
Hmm.
Sort of meaning like we still have to get like the can of the pumpkin pie like puree or mix or whatever it is and the pie
Whoa,
crust,
whoa,
but
whoa, whoa. Stop right there. You use canned shit? That what I
yes.
heard?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What am I supposed to do? Get a
The
whole
fresh
pumpkin and
stuff. Yes, that's so much better.
maybe someday, but that's not how I did it last Thanksgiving. And it turned out
Lo-
just fine.
As long
So,
as you don't make a habit out of it, I will forgive this transgression.
well, you think pineapple on pizza's bad, so
It is. It is.
it is not. It is
It is.
tasty.
It is a universal law. Just accept it, and
Yeah,
we'll
who?
all get along.
By who? Gordon fucking the ass Ramsay?
I had that opinion before he did. I simply used him as a source of reference. That
Yeah, because you need validation for your shitty opinions.
ironic, ironic,
I seek no
ironic.
validation. I seek no validation, you big bumbling brute.
Anyways,
But yeah, the hell are we talking about? Oh yeah, pumpkin
pumpkin
pie.
pie.
Yeah, we.
Pumpkin pie is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's like my top tier, but the thing is like if there's pumpkin pie, I will get a slice.
Daring today, aren't we?
Shut
Yes.
up, Jack Evans.
Yeah, you gotta have though. You gotta have like a whipped cream or something on it. Because if it's
Oh
just
Oh
yeah,
by
yeah.
if it's by itself, it's like not as great.
the
Whipped
whipped
cream really.
cream. The whipped cream has to be homemade too, or at least in our case, it's like.
I mean, we used to just use Cool Whip, but like we got sick of that. I prefer just getting the canned stuff.
Mhm.
And that works pretty good.
Like it's been sort of a tradition here. Like I said, like even if the pie is store bought, like there's something about like just making your own whipped cream, like basically just obviously heavy whipping cream, sugar, and some vanilla extract, and then just
Mm-hmm.
beat that shit until it's well, whipped cream,
Mm-hmm.
and then just taking a big ass spoonful, just slap it on the pie.
Yeah. And
Speaking of whipped cream, Starbucks has a surprisingly really good whipped cream.
I don't really go to Starbucks, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah,
I
well, I'm a white girl at heart, so I have
yeah.
Starbucks, a Frappuccino once in a while.
I don't think I've ever been in a Starbucks. I've been in a Starbucks parking lot. I was I
I would,
was I was supposed to meet somebody years ago. The guy was making a short film and like offered me a chance to be like part of the crew. There was no pay or anything. It was just like I was interested in it, and he was like I was a friend of the guy's brother, and we were supposed to meet at Starbucks to like for him to like explain like what I was gonna need to do, and never showed up. Like he just wasn't available that day. I ended up doing it, but we just had to. We ended up talking online, I think, instead.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So
That story
Yeah.
sounds vaguely familiar. I don't know. You'll have to tell me off. Uh, I was gonna say off camera. Hmm.
So thing is about Starbucks is like it's all right. It's not like the best thing. If you want convenience, you want something quick, you can do that. But let's get back on topic. I have something. So my brother used to work at this pizza place. At this pizza place, they had a dessert where it was this cookie skillet with this
Hmm.
like this little they throw a little bit of vanilla ice cream on top of it. So you got the contrast of the really hot cookie and the ice cream, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Hmm.
ooh,
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but I would like try my best to get one each time because oh, it was mm,
yeah, and like how I said, like typically I like stuff cold. Like I'll make an exception for brownies if there's ice cream. Like that shit's great. You know, the hot brownie versus the cold ice cream going together.
Hmm.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I guess I still am a crackhead in the sense that I will literally take a brownie, stick it in the freezer, then take it out the next day while it's a solid brick and just slowly eat it as it begins to soften back to room temperature.
Interesting. I do something kind of similar, but with candy. I just put it in the freezer. My dad taught me that, and it makes some of the candies a lot more enjoyable. Like throw a Butterfingers in there, a Crunch
Oh yeah.
Bar.
Like I've seen some gas stations or convenience stores like they know what's up. I mean, if they sell, let's say Reese's cups,
Yeah.
of course most of their supply will be out, on like the normal shelves, but they'll set aside a few to put in the freezer
Mm-hmm.
or the fridge or whatever.
Yeah. I love yeah, anytime I get Reese's cups, it's like I come home, just throw them right in the fucking freezer and like, all right, in about 3 hours I'll get one.
Oh, frozen Reese's, dude.
Oh, that reminds me. Um, I haven't done it in a while, but usually grocery stores they'll have like these little mini one person pies you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So we get those occasionally, and what I did is I had an idea to sort of make my own Reese's cup, like knockoff.
Yeah.
By I got we got some of those pies. We saved the little pie tins that they come in, and got some like chocolate chips and some Jif peanut butter.
Yeah.
Melted the chips into liquid, poured some in, and then I would freeze that. Once
Mm-hmm.
that's frozen, put some peanut butter in, then pour some more chocolate over that, let that freeze, and then when that's all cold, eat it.
Hmm.
Holy shit. It's a lot of chocolate and a lot of peanut butter, but Yeah, I would advise not eating the whole thing at once because it's like one of the big ones that you can buy. You break that up into like 4 pieces, and that's a little better. Don't eat it all at once because I think I made the mistake of eating two because it was so delicious, and then later that night I'm just like, oh,
What,
this
you're on the
is
toilet?
no. I was just like my stomach is like upset because of
Uh,
all the sweet. I'm
Oh yeah.
I'm stupid like that. I'm almost 27 and I will still like get some candy and I'll just fucking eat a shit ton until like my stomach's upset and I'm just like, next time I'm not gonna do this. And then what happens next time? I'm a fucking dipshit and I do it again.
I feel that.
I never learn.
yeah. So I guess what are some of your favorite guys' favorite candies,
Ooh,
or
oh,
should this
that's a
be a separate episode?
Actually, yeah, this is actually part of the Halloween thing. Actually,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Let's
yeah,
save that.
yeah, we're gonna have a whole episode uh comparing, well, not comparing, rating our favorite candies. And in the same episode, we're going to rate some Halloween costumes that we find on the internet based on how good or horrible they are. So,
That should be a fun one, guys. You should check it out when
yeah.
that airs.
So I want to try out cranberry pie. Is there like a cranberry pie? Is that a thing?
Brand, I mean, it probably
Cran-
exists. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I wonder if there's a
I've, ne-
raisin pie.
I've never heard of either of those. Oh,
Mm.
you know what? I don't have it often, but what tastes good is pecan pie.
Well,
Ooh,
I don't know if I've ever had a proper one, but
I've had a pecan or pecan or whatever the fuck it's called. And that's the nut, right? We're talking about.
mhm.
Oh yeah, I've only had the nut, but
Like it
uh
looks like the brain of some small animal.
yeah, which I also like the taste of the brains of small animals.
Of
That's a
course
good
you
dessert.
do.
Yeah, put that on top of my cake. Mm.
Yeah,
Um,
so I guess trying to it's a bit of a leap from all what we're talking about, but it still counts as dessert. It just came to my mind. Have you guys ever been to, I don't know if this is a thing where you guys are, uh is it called On the Border? Like the Mexican restaurant On the Border?
I've heard of it.
Hmm.
I haven't been to it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not a huge fan of Mexican food, and it's a small off-topic story, but to explain it is when I was younger. This was 2004, 2005, something like that. My family discovered Totino's pizza rolls, and I fucking
and
loved them, particularly the pepperoni ones.
you still do love them.
I still do. Yes, haven't had them in a little while, but yeah. Well, one night I wanted some, but all we had was, I don't know if they're called Mexican style or there was something Mexican flavored about them. I don't know if it was tacos or what.
Hmm.
And pretty sure my mom or my sister was like, I mean, you can make those, but you're probably not going to like them. I Turns out I did like them. I was just wolfing them down, and well, my stomach did not like them. I threw up, and ever
Oh,
since I did not have those for a while. Well, Totino rolls in general, I never had that kind again. I don't think they even have it anymore, unless it's just not available where I am.
I was gonna say well, the only Totino's pizza rolls I've ever seen were, it's either like just straight cheese and sauce or the ones you get like the cheese and pepperoni or something or some kind of a meat
Yeah,
lover. Those are the only ones I've seen
and
around.
yeah, and yeah, I was like, I'm not having this. I lost all interest. I'm like that. It's like I could eat something, I could like it, and the moment like I throw up, that's like I'm done for the most part. There's some exceptions. Another thing, on the topic of desserts was I used to really love Reese's Pieces until I had a bad batch and I threw up. And
Mm.
I've had some, but whenever I taste them, I'm just like, my brain is just like, get this shit out of me now before this happens again. And I'm like, yep, I'm good. I prefer M&Ms to those anyways.
Yeah, the reason I bring up on the on the border is because their churros are
Oh, churros.
like specifically the way they make them. I mean, churros
Yeah.
are typically, I mean, it's what is it? Just essentially like fried dough with like cinnamon sugar sprinkled.
Yeah.
The way on the border does them, they do that, except they're essentially stuffed with caramel or dulce de leche or whatever it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the same thing. So it's like you bite into them and it's just like fucking caramel inside. Holy shit. So
Oh,
good.
that sounds good. I love churros, but churros with that inside, that sounds like next level shit.
It, it it like even if it is a chain on the border is a chain, but like god fucking damn it, are they good? But yeah, just but that I guess like still on the topic of Mexican desserts, I know other places, they have fried ice cream, which
Ooh.
it sounds good. I mean, maybe like I had it when I was a kid and I was like I guess I didn't understand it because it's basically I mean, I don't know how they make it exactly. Like I don't know if it's literally put in the fryer because I mean, the ice cream is still cold, but it's like it has
I
a
think
hard
they
shell.
bread it and put it in the fryer.
Mm. But it's I guess like as a kid it's weird just because it's like the ice cream is cold, but there's essentially like a hard shell that you have to like essentially destroy to get into it or
Mm-hmm.
eat, you know?
Yeah.
It just tasted weird or something. I don't know. Kids are picky eaters.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like breading or something because most deep fried shit needs to be breaded.
Hmm. But it's what else do they got? I know they have
Uh,
flan, which I've never tried that, but
Oh,
yeah.
flan's great. I get these flan cup things, like you know how they have like people have like the pudding cups. Well, there's flan cups,
Hmm.
and it's pretty good. There's like this syrupy liquid on top that's really sweet, and then I would recommend trying at least one. It's worth it,
I plan to at some point.
and you can just get them at the grocery store in a cup.
Hmm. Haven't seen them, but I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, keep an eye out and keep your pants down.
Anyway, Heroicus, I think you wanted to say something.
yes, believe because I blacked out a little bit, but I feel like you said something about ice cream.
I was talking about fried ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. I'm a basic bitch. I can eat just plain vanilla and enjoy it, but chocolate's good too. Strawberries good as well. I used to, as a kid, really like coffee flavored ice cream. I should get
Yeah.
some of that again. I do eat. There's a lot of different Ben and Jerry's flavors I like. Um, then I forget what it is. It might be Briars or something, but they came out with like this little tub, and it's like caramel something. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it in. But holy shit, it's so good. It's soft serve or something with caramel and
Uh,
oh, it's so fucking good.
Ooh.
Soft serve
I,
ice
I need to
cream is
get
the best.
I need to get one because like we're slowly getting into fall and like it's gonna be too cold to have this shit. Even though like in the
Mhm.
middle of winter I'll start getting ice cream.
Speaking of
Yeah.
ice cream, I have a devious little story I want to tell.
Ooh.
So,
Do tell.
you know how well, the viewers probably don't know this, but it's like my sister and her boyfriend were essentially just for the majority of the summer here, just like doing some work around the house, like home improvement bullshit. And I guess as they felt like as a reward for their hard work, they each get their own like tub of ice cream from the store. Like the boyfriend liked, like Oreo flavored. You know, Oreos are good. My sister liked either Reese's or the fuck's it called? It's like chocolate. It basically had like chocolate caramel and like pretzels, like bits of pretzel in there.
Mm-hmm.
And well, especially with the Reese's one, I would take satisfaction in just she liked to like dig for all the Reese's bits, like the bits of the Reese's cups. So what I would do is like find some more, and then like eventually would get to the point where like when she goes back, it's like there's none left, and she gets all mad.
Jeez,
Same with
you
the pretzel.
monster.
I mean, I don't do it like I want to leave none left. It's just kind of like let me have some, and then it's like, oh, there's gonna be none left. She's gonna be so mad.
Oh,
It's more like that.
devilish.
Except it's more like she probably doesn't even know it's me. She's just like, there's also none in this batch either. What the fuck?
How delightfully devilish.
Indeed. If she ever listens to this, well, she's probably not going to, but yeah.
If she does, you're in deep shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Um,
like I care.
Yeah.
yeah. On the topic of ice cream, for me, I agree with Heroicus basic bitch mode. I am a big vanilla fan. A French vanilla
Mm.
ice cream is just one of my favorites, but I'm also a fan of mint chocolate chip, like a really big
Oh,
fan of mint
yeah.
chocolate chip. Oh, I I I shouldn't have ice cream because I was telling you this earlier before we began recording. I'm lactose intolerant, so any ice cream that goes through me that's dairy based, just I have a terrible time afterwards. But it's worth it because it's just like mint chocolate chip is like crack.
Mm.
Hmm. Speaking of mint, I guess this is technically a dessert, but it comes around once a year at McDonald's, and it's the Shamrock Shake.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yes,
I get, I'm not lactose intolerant, but I get enough of those when it comes out because it's so limited that I fuck up my stomach. I will be in the bathroom, for some period of time. I'm terrible. Like I'll get one like every fucking day if I could.
Dude, I remember like I think it was like the first time like on like we were talking about them on, Discord. Um like the first time they came back and you were like making a big deal out of them, like how much you loved them. That was when I finally decided to try them. I literally like at the time I went to community college, so I literally like between classes left campus, drove my ass to McDonald's to the drive-through, got a Shamrock Shake. And I said Shamrock Shake. They fucked up and gave me a strawberry shake.
damn.
Hmm.
It's like I don't care you know, how dumb you are. You can't confuse strawberry with Shamrock Shake unless it
Yeah,
was like unless it was just like the audio was so bad that they somehow misheard me. I don't know.
they just heard an S and like must want strawberry. I don't know. Like I've had things where I go through like I order something and when I get to the window, like let's say I order a 20-piece nugget, a fry, and a root beer. I'll get up to the thing. It's like you got the Big Mac, and I'm like, no. One of these times though, if the meal they read out is like slightly better than what I get, I might just take it
Oh, yeah. Do it.
and be like, fuck the other guy.
By the time, they figure out they messed up, you're gone.
Yeah, the fuck are they gonna do? Send the Burger King after me? Uh,
Oh, speaking of Burger King, I have an update for the food episode. I had some Burger King the other day.
Oh, how was it?
It was that's my opinion on
What was that noise?
So,
it.
on a scale of 1 to 10, was real Burger King better than your imaginary Burger King that you had in the food episode?
The one thing the real Burger King had against my Burger King was the one I got was loaded with a bunch of garlic.
Hmm.
And so that made it a little better.
Oh
So
yeah, garlic's good.
yeah, and it's the roasted garlic, so it's nice and crunchy.
Hmm.
But
Wait, what? Hold on.
so
What did you get though that had it?
it's like the Garlic King or something. It's this limited time burger that they have.
Hmm.
It's I would recommend you try it. It's interesting. I would
Perhaps.
I'd probably get another one out of curiosity to see if it's like a consistent flavor.
Hmm.
But
I
I
know,
don't know.
I know where a Burger King is, like within a reasonable distance of my house. So maybe I'll see if they have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and tell us about it.
But yeah, anyway,
Uh,
back to desserts.
yeah.
So what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Ice cream.
Shamrock
Oh,
Shakes, ice cream. Yeah.
Jamrock Shakes on a similar thing to those Frosties from Wendy's.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Especially
Yes.
when you dip your fries in them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which is such an interesting thing to the point that even in their commercials they show that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they figured out that people like to do that.
Hmm.
I'm curious though, like the first person that did it, like what possessed you? I mean, to be fair, I've done weird shit. I had gotten I like Jif peanut butter, and eventually they came out with like this larger thing you can get of it, and for some reason, I'm assuming we made the fries at home. I dipped a fry into peanut butter and ate it, and honestly, I was like, man, this isn't that bad.
Hmm.
But I like, what fucking possessed me to do that? It's such a weird combination.
I've had
But
peanut
Yeah.
butter on a burger before. It's actually really good.
That's a
you had
bizarre combination.
peanut butter on a burger?
Yes.
Ugh.
I don't know how to feel about that. That but sounds both interesting and disgusting.
Trust me, it's really good.
Like is it
I
like
would.
I
is
mean,
it like straight up just regular peanut butter or is it peanut butter meant for like
no,
a
it's
burger
like,
like where it's like
I
so
mean, of
different?
course when it's hot, it's like runny.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it wasn't just peanut butter. It was like some other stuff, like mayonnaise and probably some cheese and whatever
What?
else.
That's
That's
strange with the
worse than
mayonnaise.
pineapple on pizza. Oh my god. What is.
Chocolate and mayonnaise.
Oh.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise, not chocolate. Damn it.
The fuck is wrong with you?
At least
Ugh.
you didn't have mustard on it. That would have been just another level of cursed.
Mustard and peanut butter?
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh,
Speak-
Like
stop.
if you
Stop.
liked mustard and peanut butter, I would never talk to you ever again.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, God. Well, I guess starting next week, this will be the VH podcast.
Oh god, Hirokus is dying.
Good.
Uh,
Die
I got,
faster.
I got tuberculosis.
Good. Earth.
Careful there, Black
Uh,
Lung.
So on the topic of the frosty and who would thought of that, it would make sense if someone did it with the chocolate because like you have the saltiness of a fry and salt
Mm,
and chocolate go really well together, especially if there's caramel also.
yeah.
Oh baby.
mhm.
So, I guess still with Frosty. So, the chocolate one, that tastes like chocolate ice cream. Is it just me or does the
Mhm.
vanilla frosty taste like basically they used vanilla pudding and like as if that was like the base for it?
No
Eh,
clue. It's
not
been
for
a
me.
while since I've had a frosty.
To me, to me, the vanilla one just tastes like extreme soft serve.
Hmm.
I used to get the vanilla one all the time. I haven't had a frosty in ages though. I should have one soon.
You
I miss
know, it
them.
would be good. I don't think they make it. I think literally all they have is chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah, they should
Um,
do like even if it's seasonal, just something seasonal
yeah,
like
like
for like
let me
Christmas time.
let me
Piss
guess.
yourself.
Let me guess. You'd like pumpkin spice.
I wasn't even. I was thinking like for around Christmas time they do like some kind of a peppermint like chocolate chip bullshit thing.
That sounds interesting.
Like
Um,
semi.
but,
Or, okay, go ahead.
but what I was thinking was like get a vanilla one and put some broken Oreo pieces in that.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Now we're getting into I guess the next thing I wanted to mention. Speaking of this,
Modifications.
fucking Chick-fil-A shakes or just shakes in general.
Oh
Ooh,
yes.
ooh, shakes. I haven't had a Chick-fil-A a Chick-fil-A shake before. That was a mouthful. Um, but I've had regular shakes, like ones from Denny's and stuff. I used to get the
Hmm.
Oreo shake there all the time.
Apparently, I don't know if again with like I don't know if this is a thing near where you guys are, but like I've been to Steak and Shake before. Well, there's not one near me either, I don't think, but I've been basically like anytime I would go to my like where my grandparents live, like in Pennsylvania somewhere, it's like there'd be a Steak and Shake there, and it's like their shakes are just so goddamn good. You know,
Hmm,
Mm.
it's like the restaurant is set up like almost like a traditional like 50s diner where they just serve like burgers, fries, and shakes and shit like that.
nice.
Oh fuck yeah.
And yeah,
That sorry, go ahead.
I didn't really have anything else.
I remember back when I lived in North Carolina, we visited a town called Mayberry, which is it's literally the I don't think it was the place where they filmed it, but it was the birth town of Andy Griffith,
Okay.
and or at least where we
Yeah.
lived. Like we literally saw the guy's house. Um, so there was like I forget what it was called. Probably it was probably just called like a drugstore or something. But you go in like you could you know get ice cream from the soda jerk, and it's all 50s stuff, and I'm like it was such a cool little experience. I had always wanted to do that, but like there was no
Hmm.
place near me, and like finally I got to do it. And I'm like, this feels really nice. It's just I don't know. It makes you feel like a little kid, I guess, having an experience that you literally never had before. That I've only like seen in movies and shit.
Mm.
Hmm.
But
Almost
it's
almost like it's another world or something like that.
the multiverse.
The dessert multiverse.
Oh yes.
But yeah, so I guess back with Chick-fil-A for a bit, it's like if any of you go to Chick-fil-A or at least follow it or what I'm trying like point is again with like the seasonal stuff, like in the summer they had or will have like the peach shake. That's good as shit. Like peach is really good. For fall, I don't know if they do anything for fall, but I know for Christmas I mentioned like the peppermint bark thing. They do like Chick-fil-A does that, and it's also really good. But yeah, shakes are I guess I mean like all desserts, it's like do it if you can afford the calories or if you're just treating yourself.
Or you just don't care.
or you don't care.
Shout out to all those people that don't actually care.
Shout out to the people that actually have good metabolisms.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I that's gonna do it for me, I guess. Unless any of you guys want to add.
Nah.
Nah, I'm
Hmm.
good.
All right, so all right, I guess that does it for this episode. Maybe we'll do a part 2. We'll see. If we do, it's not going to be for a good while, but regardless,
Mm.
thank you for watching and or listening. Uh yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Don't forget to wipe.
See ya.
See ya.